Yes, God. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? My volume was tripping, y'all. So let me know if it's not coming on correctly. Let me know if it's not coming on correctly. AB, Mahari Queen V Tut. Y'all, I was dog tired last night. I was in my yard yesterday and I did a lot of my family had I told you guys before my family had a chain of landscaping plant nurseries. They did landscaping. It was plant nurseries, just like Home Depot almost. Well, not Home Depot, because they did all types of plants, tropical, native, and it was four different businesses. Four not businesses, but it was a chain of plant nurseries. And I grew up knowing how to do lawn care, but I just never, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to be in the family business of landscaping because I was always more artistic. Uh, and I didn't. And I guess what I'm realizing now when I got out there and was doing my own yard that the artistry is a part of landscaping also because it's visual. And it was really, I like doing yard work. I like shaping and laying mulch and planting plants and just so today I have this big job to do and a neighbor is paying me to do his yard also because he saw me doing my yard, and this is my next door neighbor actually. So I wasn't charging him much. I basically told him, listen, you buy all the supplies, I'm going to get someone to help me, and you can give them this amount of money, but long as you buy all the stuff that I need. And he did. So, um, hey, I am Brooks. Um, y'all, so let me tell you, it's funny because I posted on my community page a picture of this car. The car on my community page is this car. And people were like, they were like, Rebel getting a car. Like, Five Babe got a car, so Rebel got a car. Sean Bradley. No, y'all, my car, that picture was like 4 years ago. The picture was 4 years ago. They just put a big pretty bow on front and on the car. I think when you buy cars that are kind of like more, I don't know if they just do that for any car. Because before, actually, they didn't do it because I had a Kia, a two-door coupe before I got this car. That's why when Five Babe, everything that happened with Five Babe, it was so, I understood everything because I had a Kia coupe, two-door Forte, cute little two-door car with a sunroof. So it had the badass system in it. The speakers would light up. It was like a fucking club inside my car, and my cousins they loved that. But the lady hit me in the car, and it was totaled. I put pictures on my community page before. I'll put them on today of the car. I could have been killed in this accident because she messed my car up and knocked me off the road. Yeah, I got out of my car and I was just looking around. I was just in shock, and my adrenaline was in overdrive, and I I didn't feel any pain or anything. My airbags deployed. Um, it was just it was foam. It was white foam everywhere. And I said my next car, I wanted it to be a Lexus IS 250. And I got what I wanted. I looked at BMWs, I looked at Audis. I've had an Audi before. I've had a Honda Civic before. My first car was a Jeep Cherokee Laredo. So I I've had the wide spectrum of cars. I've always wanted a sun. My cars, all of them had sunroofs. That was the one thing. I don't like convertibles. I wanted a sunroof. Um, the next car I get will be a Jeep Wrangler hardtop. Um, but, and I'm paying cash for that because I don't want another car note. But I think that, hey, Judge Sonya, your little nasty behind. Yeah, good morning. Um, press 1. Can y'all hear me? Because this sound, it be tripping at times. Press 1 if you can hear me. Press 2 if you have a cousin that's sexy and single. Press 3 if Tracy, you don't know what sexuality or what sexual gender she is. But yo, so hey, highly favored savage. So today, y'all, we only work half a day in observance of the holiday. That's why I asked up at this time. Oh, you gonna run into me? You gonna make me get a Jeep Wrangler sooner than later? Because I'm gonna say the impact caused me to go gay. But the blunt force trauma. But y'all stupid. So I went to a family member house, y'all. Let me tell you, this is a little brief little something that happened a week ago. I went to a family member house. I love my family. I love them to death. But my family member is a hoarder. And I know my family be in the bushes. This is one of my cousins. And listen, bitch, I told you about yourself when I came over there. So I'm just telling my people this. So I go over there. It's like a kennel. It's like a dog pound because dogs are running everywhere. And there's a cat there. There's a little cat, sweetest little thing, but the bitch jumps up on countertops and on top of shit. I can't roll with cats because of that reason. I don't want you jumping your ass up where you're not supposed to be. So I'm over there. First off, I had to kick one of the dogs because the bitch ran up at me and I kicked the bitch twice. She has a mental disorder. She's a Tracy of dogs. So she ran up on me, a little fucking miniature little dog. And I had boots on and I kicked that bitch twice. They were laughing. But I said, y'all better get this bitch. I'm going to make this bitch go extinct. Bitch, you're going to be a throw rug. Keep running up on me, you little bitch. So then, okay, aside from the dog running up. So when I kicked the bitch, she left me alone because she saw that I was an alpha. I was a bigger bitch than even she is. But while we're talking, there was a cake of pie on the countertop. Why the fucking cat is on the countertop about to lick on the fucking dessert? Why is the fucking cat there sniffing the fucking cake? The cat is sniffing the cake. And I was like, do you see that little pussy on the... I said it just like this. That little pussy on the counter is about to lick that cake. So they chased the cat off of the countertop. Then I was offered a meal. I was offered some of the cake. I was offered some of the damn cake. I said, hell no. Listen, the cat didn't lick on it, but the motherfucker sniffed on the fucking cake. I don't want no fucking cat breath on my fucking food. Hell no. The cat was sniffing the fucking cake. When I say sniffing, I'm not talking about sitting a foot away sniffing. The bitch was right there. All she had to do was lick her fucking tongue out and she would have some icing on that bitch. So, the The cat the little bitch took off running. So when she took off running, the dogs took off running after her. So it was like a whole calamity going on. I don't like, listen, I love animals. I've had cats before, but they were outside cats. I don't like, and if you train your cat not to jump on counters, okay. But cats are hard headed. They do what the fuck they want anyway. So you can make it get off a counter, but when you're not there, it may jump its little butt up there still. But I I was just like, no, no, absolutely not. And I love my family. But no, I'm looking around. It's dogs everywhere. And most of them are sweet except the little bitch that tried to bite me. And they gonna tell me, well, she didn't see you come in the house. That's why she ran up on you. Well, this bitch ran up on me. I wasn't expecting her to run up on me. So that's why my reflex was to kick that bitch. You have a Maine Coon cat? I have a Southern Snooch cat. But I can't believe I said that y'all know y'all no. Okay, Fedora. Let me tell you something. Cats. I like animals, y'all. I tell y'all the story. I had all types of animals. I had ferrets. I had hedgehogs. I had guinea pigs. I had hamsters. I had. I was never a fan of reptiles. I've had birds, more like farm raised birds, and I used to rehabilitate animals that I would find, like a squirrel or something that's fallen out of the nest, or like baby rabbits. When I lived in the country, some of the animals got older and I let them loose. But this, hey, Virginia Redbone, good morning, y'all. I'm telling y'all, my family my family is going to San Antonio today. Tracy, my family will be in San Antonio today. No, not today. They're going tomorrow. My family goes on annual family vac trips, but they tend to only go to like San Antonio, or it used to be New Orleans. I always decline. The last trip before this one, there was another San Antonio, but my family went to Florida. When they had the mass shooting at the club in Florida, my family was there that weekend. So when they went, they always go in the summertime on the vacation. So when they went to Florida, to the same city that the shooting was in, I feel like it kind of made me just cringe even thinking about it, y'all, because if I would have been there with my family, I would have gone to that club, because the club was called Space. I think it was Space. One of those. And I've been to that club before, but if I would have been with my family, I would have been in that club when the shooting took place. And it's almost like I dodged the angel of death. Hey, Candy Cane. Uh, I say cats to me represent gay men. Cats act like gay men. Them hoes want something, they come around. They're very particular. Cats can be very snarky and bitchy, like a gay man. Not all of us, but some of us. Uh, hey, Francis Thibodeau. Um, Francis Thibodeau, are you from Louisiana? Because that's a French name. I think it's French. one of my family's last older families were DeBlois. So they're from Louisiana, New Orleans area, different parts of Louisiana actually. But yeah, I definitely, y'all, I was in the bushes yesterday and I was just listening to different people and this alleged allegation that Miss Diva One was a mole. But y'all, Bama didn't say, I listened to that. She did say she talked to Miss Diva One, but she also said, y'all don't know who could be telling me. It could be anyone. But the problem was, Bama, when you brought Miss Diva One even into that conversation, people are gonna think that Miss Diva One is a mole just because you brought her name up. And y'all, and let me tell y'all, I still have a certain feeling for Bama. As fucked up as she may be, and the shit that she did was really fucked up. But I laughed and had a good time with Bama a lot of times. There was no bad blood. So it's hard for me just to I have disengaged, but I still, it's hard for me just to just cut someone off completely if I felt there was a connection with the person. And time can heal things, but trust is a very valuable thing for me. Trust is very high on my list of things that I like in a person. You're from LaPorte, Francis, really? Bro Bridge, Louisiana. Okay, Bro Bridge. I go to LaPorte sometimes. I think we used to go crabbing in LaPorte. I think we would go crabbing there and fishing. But I definitely, I think people, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. Um, but Bama, just if you're in the bushes or you watch this, when you bring people up, sometimes you're making people get pushed in. You're bringing undue negativity to a person. Just be careful of that, because that will make people start to just distance themselves away from you, because it seems like even if they're not trying to be in some shit, you'll pull them in it just because you're saying something like with Miss Diva One, saying that y'all talk and you talk offline with her a lot. And then I remember you said you hadn't talked to her in several months. But people, when you say that, they start thinking that y'all talked maybe just a few days ago. Okay. So I just think that YouTube, if there's any little quirks that you have as a person, if you have any character flaws, YouTube will put those motherfuckers in full display. There's a lot of jealousy on YouTube. People are jealous. If you're watching Fi Babe with her car and you're doing a lot of commentary on her car, trying to figure out what her coinage look like, baby, you got too much time on your hands. You have too much time on your hands. Is that what we're going to be talking about? A car, something that's a normal part of life, getting a car. Now, I was getting to know someone that worked at CarMax. If your credit is really shitty, CarMax is not going to let you get a car from them. CarMax, they're not going to do that. When I walked on that and I had worked on my credit, when I walked out there, they were showing me BMWs, Mercedes, and I was thinking in my head, I could just hear my money evaporating out of my pocket. I was like, nah, I'm gonna pass. Nah, I think it was a BMW 328, a 325. It was a smaller BMW. Um, I liked it. I liked the body style, but it was more expensive for maintenance. My car is a Lexus. At the end of the day, a Lexus is just a flagship of Toyota. Um, hey, Purple Love, Lexus is a Toyota, just like Audi. Is it which one is the Acura? Acura is Honda. These cars. It's just they have a different name, but they're the same thing. Honda. You look at the Honda, the Toyota Solara, and some of those Solara and some of the other ones. They have very similar body styles to my car. I think that it's people do. We don't know what Phi Babe finances look like. She could be buying a house as we speak. And for that to be a topic, it's like, damn, yeah, really? And thank you, Tita Talks, y'all. Let me tell you something. I love me some Tita Talks. Tita, thank you for being just a genuine person. And she was like, when she looked at my community page and she saw the picture of my car, I think Tita thought I had just bought the car. But now, Tita, I've had the car like 4.5 years. But I just wanted to show that just in support of Phi Babe getting a car. And CarMax is a place that's good to get a car. They do a really good inspection on the cars. You're not going to get a limit. They do that. Baby, they inspect every part of your car. CarMax will take you if your credit is crappy. I knew someone that worked at CarMax years ago, and he said he couldn't even get a car at CarMax because of his credit. Hey, sis, Lindsay. But, at the end of the day, if her credit was bad or good, she's gotten a car. I am Brooks. Exactly. It's like, I think people throw the term jealousy and they throw it around just randomly, but it is true in this woman's case. In some of our cases, it's like, damn, y'all talk about everything that we do, she does. It's like, I can't buy a car? Oh, Cap got a picture up too? Oh, okay. And let me tell you something. When I went to CarMax, they told me, baby, no money down, what you want. I still went in there and paid $1,500 down on my car. I had the money. I did it. I wanted to take some money, car note, some of the car note down. But I definitely, they are jealous of basic things like, damn, it's a car. And when Timothy Blaine is talking about, oh, he's talking about his car. Oh, I got this car. No, bitch. Who brags about their fucking car? It's a fucking car. You can't take it with you when you leave this earth. It's a car, Tim Blaine. It's a fucking car. I've had a Honda Civic. I've had a Kia Forte, Jeep Laredo, Dodge Shadow. I've had cars. So me having this car is not like, oh my God, he's trying to use his car. And then Timothy Blaine he tried to throw out there that I use my car to get men. I use my car to get men, but Timothy Blaine again. I date guys that some of them have Mercedes and BMWs. Porsches. I date guys that have different things. Some of them don't have a car. Some of them have, one person had a damn motorcycle. I don't look at what you have. What you have is what you have. What I have is what I have. So I can tell you one thing, and even like where I'm living at, you know what, California girl, y'all, my apartments that I stayed in were very mediocre. They were middle of the road. They weren't the nicest. They weren't the worst. They were just middle. They were in the middle ground. Uh, but I wanted to stay there to work on my credit, and I wanted to pay things off, and I wanted to stay there to get my shit together even more so before I got a house. And not to go into detail, but the house was thrown practically in my lap. You know, when you have good relationships with people that span a long period of time, that's how it was for me. And the person recognized, they said they were proud of me, how I've grown, all of that. And that's when the house was presented to me. I didn't go looking for the house found me. So every morning I get up and I leave my house, I look at the downtown skyline, and I think to myself, I had very humble beginnings. My mother was a single mother. My mother, my mother was she was a party person. She partied. She just, there were things that my mother could have did that she didn't do, because me and my siblings were always the ones that were more responsible. And I love my mother. You know, me and my mother had our differences when I was growing up, and my grandmother raised me a lot of my life. But that's why, even like I told you, my mother battled with alcoholism. My mother had a problem with drinking, and that was definitely problematic for her, my relationship with her. And anyone I would meet, if they had an issue, if I thought a man drank too much, I wouldn't date him. And me and my mother we got closer in the later years before her passing. Me and my mother have very similar characteristics. We don't take shit off anybody, but we don't bother people. But we, just below the surface, we'll tear a bitch up. But the thing was, and y'all, the alcoholism in my family, it was a grandmother, my great grandmother. Some of the men had some drug problems. I witnessed this, and I always said I didn't want that to be me. But I think, let me get my ass off of here because the shuttle's coming. You live and you learn. I'm humble. Whatever I have is what I have. What you have is what you have. I'm no better than you. I'm no better than you. But again, look at Riri 07. I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. Thank you guys for coming through. Let me go catch the shuttle so I can get the hell out of here in 4 hours from work. Peace. Much love to you.